Hi everybody, this is the tutorial for how to make the surgical masks. What you want to start with is a 9 1/4 by 7 1/4 rectangular piece of fabric. We have two pieces. They need to be different colors so that the nurses know which side is front and back. So we have them face to face to start. We're going to place the long side in the sewing machine and we're going to go a little more than halfway to start. I'm going to sew almost to the corner and stop. Now, place a piece of 8-inch, 1/4 inch, or 1/8 inch elastic diagonally toward the inside corner. And we're going to sew over that piece of elastic to secure it. I'm going to make the turn and make sure that that elastic is out of my way. It's over here. And I'm going to sew to the next corner. All right. Now I'm going to reach in and grab the other corner of the elastic, making sure that it's not twisted, and bring it to the corner. Excuse my sewing, it's not that great. I realize this is off-centered a little bit. But we're going to sew to that corner. Again, I'm not great. There we go. All right, I'm gonna turn the fabric and I'm gonna go ahead and sew this long seam together. And I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna get my next piece of elastic, 8-inch elastic, place it on the inside diagonally to the corner, just like that, and finish the stitch. And now I'm going to turn it again and do the exact same thing like the other side, catching that elastic and making sure it's not twisted. And I'm bringing that elastic to this last corner. It's okay if a little bit is sticking out, and I'm going to catch it right in the seam. And I'm going to turn it again. This time I'm going to only go about 1 inch, so I have an open pocket. Now we're going to turn it right side out. So we're going to open that hole in the pocket, and for me it's easiest to grab one of the pieces of elastic to get started and turn it right side out like you would a sock. Let's get it all the way out. And then I kind of tug on my corners to get it straightened out. And now, as you see, I have a pocket, more or less. So I've taken a pipe cleaner and folded it in half and twisted it. We're going to place this down in here. This is a change from the original pattern. The nurses and doctors requested something across the top of the bridge of their nose that could be crimped against their face to secure the mask. So I've pushed this pipe cleaner to that top seam, and with my fingers I've just kind of centered it. It does not have to be perfect. So now I'm going to place it back in the machine, and I am going to try to put the beginning stitch through the elastic again, just to re-secure it. And I'm going to stitch forward, and the tricky part is to hold your fingers against that pipe cleaner to make sure that you don't break a needle. And we're going to just make a straight stitch all the way across to encase the pipe cleaner. And we're going to go to the other side. Okay. Now, if you notice, our pipe cleaner is sewn in right across the top. The next step is to make your pleats. So, starting at the top pipe cleaner, working down, we start about 1/2 inch from the top and we make a pleat. We're going to just pin about 3 pleats, starting a 1/2 inch from the top and a 1/2 inch from the bottom. Now we've got the pleats pinned, 3 pleats again, and the pleats are going down from the pipe cleaner down, folded down toward the bottom. Now we're going to stitch these pleats and staying fairly close to the edge. Just going to stitch down the pleats. And we're going to finish this all in the same step. So I'm going to make a turn and I'm going to tuck this raw edge. I'm going to try. Okay, we're going to stitch across the bottom and close that bottom seam. And each time I go to a corner, I try to catch the elastic again just to reinforce it. And now we're going to go up the pleats. And the last step, we're going to go all the way around this entire rectangle again, just to reinforce everything. And then we'll be finished. And go. Now we have a finished mask. It's different on both sides, so they know which side is the front and has been exposed to the patients. One thing I want you to know about these masks is I don't make them all at one time. I make them in assembly line fashion. So I do my first step of sewing the elastic in first, and then I lay it over in a pile, and I go through my entire pile doing the first step. Then I grab the pile, turn them all inside out, and stitch in the pipe cleaner throughout the entire pile. And then I go back and I pin the pleats through the entire pile and sew and finish. And believe it or not, doing it in that assembly line way makes this go a lot faster, and we can produce many more if we do it that way. We really appreciate your help. Thank you so much, and good luck with the masks.